And welcome everyone to an America East title game chat. I'm Andy Katz, pleased to be joined by Alisa Kresge, the head coach at the University of Vermont. The 3 seed will take on the number 1 seed, the Maine Black Bears, in Friday's championship game. It was a year ago, very low scoring affair against UAlbany. We hope for more points in this championship game, but also this season, again, to even advance to this point with the 50-46 victory over UAlbany. Defense reigns supreme in Burlington. What has it been about your defense to this point that has gotten you guys to this title game yet again?
I really just think that we really try to focus on team defense, and really understanding our philosophies and our roles. We got to have each other's back, and that's when we're good. We understand, and if not, and I know Maine does a great job trying to put people on islands, but that's where we get into trouble. So we really just got to stay true to playing team basketball.
What's harder, to get there initially or to get there back to back? And I know in Vermont, the expectation is championships at this league. Obviously, that's been sort of in the water in Burlington, but which one is harder?
Yeah, I think the level of pressure that comes with everybody expecting you to do it again just adds a different level to it. That underdog mentality when nobody expects anything's a lot of fun, and then when people really do expect you to get there, and our players expect that of themselves too, I think it just adds another layer to the intensity. So I do think the second time seems a little bit harder for sure.
It's always difficult to beat a team 3 times. I don't care what sport. When we see this happen, where it's the 3rd time teams have met in a conference tournament, again, regardless of sport, it's very difficult because you're so familiar with the opponent. So, how do you knock off Maine?
Yeah, well, they're saying the same thing we just said, right? We went into Albany and we had to find a way to try to win 3 times, and so we know Maine's saying the same thing. I think our defense has to be so focused. I felt like Maine is an incredible offensive team, and they're so patient and they know how to isolate you and put you in tough situations. So we got to figure out how to play consistent 30 seconds of defense and rebound, and then offensively we got to play with confidence because I think that's something that I don't know if Maine gets enough credit for right now. I think their defense is outstanding. So they can play both sides of the ball. So we got to lock it up on defense and share the ball and play it with confidence on offense.
What you've done a great job of, as we mentioned at the top, obviously your scoring defense, holding teams to under 52 points a game. That's, unheard of. I mean, just the way you guys lock teams up. But offensively and just overall leadership, I mean, Emma has been there for you. She's an anchor. Then off the bench, obviously, Kira this season was phenomenal. So clearly you've got that pop, that energy that, to sort of replace coming off the bench. What has it been about those 2 individuals? And feel free to sort of shout out others here that have put you in a position to be in position to get the automatic qualifying bid.
Yeah, I think the thing that stands out about Emma is just she's a gamer, and when the lights are on, there's something about her. She steps up to the plate and she makes big plays, whether it's sharing the ball or going to get a bucket for us. But I think what's really been helpful is what you alluded to. We got Kira coming with 3-point weapon, Angela with 3-point weapon, Delaney, you got Anna inside. So I think we're just more balanced that people have to worry 1 through 5 who can hit a shot. Bella hits always a big time shot, and a hustle play here or there. And just, I think the balance offense this year, inside and out, has really helped our offense.
Lastly, Vermont gets great fan support. UAlbany does. I mean, we're seeing this across the board in women's basketball. But Maine is sort of its own entity. I know Burlington is up there. Maine is way up there. And so, I mean, everyone comes because that's what you do way up in northern Maine. How will your players handle that kind of environment with all that's at stake?
Yeah, I think the support around women's basketball and Maine is awesome, and it brings energy. And I think that the game was sold out before we even finished our game, so we know it's going to be a really intense atmosphere. But any energy is good energy, and we're going to have to feed off of that. I think we're going to have a nice crowd that's traveling and a band and cheer, which we're really excited about. But we just got to use the energy and navigate that by utilizing it as a positive and not a negative.
All right, we're looking forward to it. Friday title game at Maine, Vermont versus Maine. See if you guys can get it done again. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.